Death comes to us all. We tend to forget about it, but it is going to happen. A few billionaires are investing their money in an attempt to make us immortal, but it will never happen. When Siddartha was still a prince and had not become the Buddha yet, his father kept him away from unsightly things. Everything around him was beautiful. He had 3 castles and was serviced by hundreds of young, beautiful maidens. Something inside of him pushed him to want to discover more of the world. He had enough of being prisoner of his palaces. When he saw death for the first time, Siddartha was shocked, to say the least. For all he knew, life was everlasting. The knowledge of death made him feel very unsettled. He could not bear the thought of losing life and losing his loved ones.
Death is the moment of separation, which comes to every person in every family. When a body grows cold and stiff like wood, it has to be burnt like wood.
Life starts with birth and ends with death. For all of us, without any exception or discrimination. 2 things are bound to happen in one's life. The first one is that we are all going to die, at least once in this life, if you don't believe in reincarnation. The second one is that one day, as you're going about your life, you will receive a call. The person on the other end of the line will deliver the news that someone you care about just died. Unlike the first situation, when you only have to die once, at least in this life, you can believe in reincarnation, but you won't escape death. The second situation is going to happen to all of us many times, and it has most likely occurred a few times already. Death is not something that necessarily follows the process of aging, getting sick, and dying. The Reaper can knock on your door, or the ones of those you love when you least expect it. Here again, the Reaper does not discriminate, and you best believe he'll be the first one to greet you when your time has come.
All your life.
Unlike Maximus the Invincible, who knows no fear.
I knew a man who once said death smiles at us all. All a man can do is smile back.
In this sense, we could say that life is a tragedy because of its inevitable end. Yet death is not something to be feared or desired. Death is to be accepted and welcomed when it is time to face it. We're all going to die.
Oh, we're all gonna die!
Pondering on death is a way to keep you grounded and give you a sense of urgency. All of it will end sooner than later. The knowledge of an ending can propel us to write a story, and when it comes to the final pages, end it with a happy ending. The aim of spiritual practices is to break the cycle of birth and death, to break free from the bonds of slavery that shackles us to impermanence, old age, disease, and decay. Nelly Furtado, in one of its songs, said, "All good things come to an end." What she should have said was that all things come to an end, regardless of good or bad. Remember it, and don't take death for granted, because when you do, you are also taking life for granted. Take time, every now and then, to sit still and realize that everything you see will come to an end, to cease. Nothing is permanent, and that is why we need to be grateful and live our lives in the present moment to the fullest. Please comment, write down below your struggles and what subjects you want to learn about. Please help us make better content for you guys. Subscribe and click the bell button to be notified. Stay in touch with us. Videos come out every week. Don't miss them. Thanks a lot for your support. Get one or more of our ebooks. Some are free, some are almost free. Either way, you will benefit tremendously from them. Check the link in the description box below, and don't forget to be inspired and inspire.